Another suggestion is to have the Legion faction in the game. I completely agree with this. I absolutely love Legion stuff, and I think it would be great to have a faction of Legion in the game. And in fact, they could actually put Legion versus Nulgath, so there could be a Nulgath faction in the game as well. Maybe have a war similar to the werewolf and vampire thing. Another suggestion was staying with your party when you change lobbies. This is a huge problem for me. If I'm in a party with my cousins and I leave to another lobby, I try to invite them or they try to come to me and my lobby's full. This is something I would really like to see change. I'm sure at some point this will be coming because I do know they will be working on the party system. So hopefully this will be coming sooner than later. Next suggestion, and this one's actually clever, is to have an animation for players that are AFK. Something like maybe twiddling their thumbs or flipping a knife in the air. The reason why I mentioned that knife thing is because on ESO, Elder Scrolls Online, there is an animation for flipping your knife up in the air while you're just standing there doing nothing. We currently have 5 skills. What if you could take your warrior class, remove the spinning attack for another attack that you would unlock once you rank up your warrior? Having a form of skill tree where you can pick and choose the skills would be a really awesome idea. Dual wielding. Now this is something that will be coming to the game, but it's only going to be obtainable for certain classes. Not every class will be able to dual wield as far as I understand. For instance, the Alpha Pirate class will be a dual wielding class. Another suggestion was to have actual mounts in the game, not just morphs. Way back when they made the first morphs, the option to make mounts was not quite possible. But eventually I'm sure mounts like the Guardian Rider will be available at some point in the future. Another suggestion was having classes that can have subclasses. For instance, the mage being able to become an archmage and stuff like that. A system similar to this already exists in AdventureQuest, so it'd be neat if they could take that idea and put it in this game. The next few suggestions are quest related. Being able to have daily quests with rewards is one suggestion. Now this is something that will be coming. This was mentioned way back in Kickstarter. But along with this suggestion comes the fact that maybe the daily rewards could be DC, small amounts of DC, or perhaps XP or gold boosts, similar to how they do it in AQ Worlds, where you can obtain AC or XP boosts, things like that. Also, to extend on that, why not have a login reward for every day you log in for 1 month, you receive some kind of DC, maybe 100 DC or 50 DC or something like that. It would be a loyalty bonus. I think something like that would be excellent. Having a weekly quest for Guardians was another suggestion. I thought that's a really neat idea. The Guardians are the ones helping keep this game alive. Giving them a quest a week seems a little too much. Maybe having a quest every month would be a little bit more logical, but it would be a neat idea to see something like that. The next one is a seasonal quest idea. Having a Frostvale quest that rewards you with a present. When you access the present, it gives you a random reward. Now they do have things like this in AQ Worlds, so a system like this could be very possible for AQ3D. Another suggestion is having more difficult quests and things to find, like the Staff of the Abyss. Trying to get the Staff of the Abyss, or whatever it's called, and the Scale Slayer is difficult. Players seem to like having that extra difficulty. It makes it more rewarding when you finally do get the items you want. The next ideas are inventory related. These are the final ideas on this list. First is being able to organize your inventory. Right now it is all based on what you have put into your inventory /bank first. Also, being able to view your bank items. If there was some kind of preview window like there is in the inventory, that would be great if they could implement that into the bank items as well. Thanks to Percy, the lack of inventory was brought to the devs' attention. So free players will be getting more inventory at some point down the line. A couple suggestions to help lighten the load of inventory would be to put the travel forms and the potions separately from the inventory, meaning they don't take up any slots in your inventory. Another suggestion pertaining to lack of inventory was being able to put your item set into set boxes. So instead of taking up 8 spaces, it only takes up 1. While they are in the box form, you wouldn't be able to wear them, but taking them out of the box, you would be able to put them on. That would save a lot of bank space and inventory space. Another suggestion, now this is also in the inventory related section, even though this is kind of separate sort of. People want the houses. Now houses will be coming at some point. You'll be able to get your own house, similar to how you can have your own house in AQ Worlds. I'm not sure how customizable the houses will be in AQ3D, but a small idea that I had for the housing was maybe if we could store more items in the house. Perhaps if there was 10 free slots available, we could put some items into our house. And if we wanted more slots, we would have to pay DC to put more items into our house. These would not be items that anybody would view. It would be possibly in a chest in your bedroom or something like that. Last suggestion, and this is also my own suggestion, they do plan on bringing out items that can hide your boots, gloves, armor, shoulders, cape, and helm. The problem is these items are going to cost you DC. My idea was have the shoulders and the helm items that hide your helm and your shoulders cost gold. Every other hide item costs DC. So if you want to hide your arms or your boots or your cape, you would have to pay DC for the item to hide those particular body parts. If you want to hide your shoulders or your helm, you would have to pay gold. That way the devs can still get some DC and some free players can still hide some of their gear. And that is it for the suggestions. Now I'm just going to also mention I will be showing this video to the devs, but just because they watch it does not mean that any of these things will be happening right away. These things may not hit the game for 6 months, a year, maybe even more. Right now they are still building core elements of the game, but they do take all of our feedback into consideration, and hopefully all of these suggestions will be in the game at some point. But for now, we need to be as patient as we can be. They are doing the best they can, and they will continue to do so. Thank you for all your suggestions. Thanks for watching this video, and if you want to check out my Twitter, the link to that is in the description below. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe. We shall see you in the next video. Bye bye.